So hey, we're recording and I have a quick message for you which is about life and what we think it's about. Most of us would say, well, life is about relationships, or life is about whatever our value system is, right? We determine. But most of us, or some of us even, let me just push that a little bit like that. I should say I'm in sunny Spain here. That's why we got mountains in the background. We do not have mountains in Denmark. So what is life about? Well, you know, the one of the key things that people think it's not about is money, because we all really have that sense that if I had 100 million in the bank, I would be much happier. And when we ask people in surveys what would make them the most happy or change their lives in the most positive ways, most people answer money, right? But so let's clear up this mistake. Let's figure out what life is really about. Isn't that amazing that we can do that in this little YouTube video? So let's do it after you press the subscribe button. That's the price of getting the secret. So let's get to it. What is the mistake we make? Well, we make the mistake of believing that holding the trophy above our heads is what life is about. Like whatever it is that we want, we think getting it will make us happy. And it will, but not for long, right? It's exactly like playing a game of football. You want to win because that's what it's about. That's what we decided it is about. And so once you win, you don't even need a trophy. You just need to win. Oh, we scored more than the opponents, and then bam, you get all happy inside. Yeah, right? Same thing with, if you win the tournament, you get even more happy. Or if you win the World Cup in football or soccer, whatever your team sport is, you get just like ecstatic with happiness, right? And so that's what we pursue. But it never lasts. And that's what we realize once we get anything in life, is that it didn't last. Sometimes if you can make an improvement so big that it's way out of where you are right now, right? You can improve your situation immensely, right? Like getting married, or, finally finding the woman you want to be with, or the man you want to be with for the rest of your life. That'll make you happy for a couple of years, actually. So will increasing your income drastically, right? If you double your income, or let's say you triple it, that's gonna take some time to get used to. And that getting used to is, right? It's just living in that, this is so out of the ordinary, this is amazing. And then gradually it becomes not so amazing. It becomes everyday life. And it always happens like that. So what is life then about, right? If you can't rely on that, on achievement, well, is it about feeling good? Is it about, meditating and being in the now, whatever you want to, that's often the response. Either you're an achiever or you are a non-achiever, but the non-achievers are also trying to achieve something. That it is built into your nervous system. You are programmed to always move in some direction. Even if you say you don't want anything, then that's what you want. You want to not want anything. You want to meditate, you want to feel good, and then that's what you want, right? So what is it about? Well, just look at a game. Look at a game of football. Is it about winning? Yes. But you might also lose, and that's okay. But what is it really about? Why are you playing? Because the whole setup makes it really engaging. You're passionate, you're enthusiastic, you're excited about the game as you're playing it. That's where it lies. That's the core, being in the game and loving the game. The prize you win is secondary. It has to be there in order for the game to work. If it's not about winning or losing, then you're just kicking the ball around. Yes, it's okay, but it's not really, but when it's about winning or losing, it's right? You get into that passionate, enthusiastic state. And while you might not be able to feel that every single day, 24/7, that is where you want to go. You want to ask yourself, what do I want? And how's my game set up? Do I like the game I'm in? And most people don't like the game they're in. I gotta get up, it's Monday morning, I don't like to go to work, I don't want to go to work. So they are away from motivated all the time. I don't want to go to work, I don't want to feel bad, I don't want to get sick, I don't want, so it's all about avoiding pain all the time. And not so much about getting to the real pleasure It's just a game for most people that they don't fully enjoy, but it's still a game. They just don't know that they're playing it, so they don't get the idea as to maybe I want to change my game completely. Right? If some people might say, "Oh, that's a very privileged thought, Klaus. You know, life is not a game. What about poor people in Africa or other suffering or third world countries? Is that a game?" Well, that's where you can really see that it's a game of survival. I'm not saying it's great or good or bad or anything else, but it's always a game. And when you're living in nature, the game is to survive. You go hunting, you gather berries. We've been doing that for a couple of 100,000 years. So the game was very, very simple. You lived until you were 40, right? Just doing whatever your father did and your grandfather did. So what is it now? Well, it's so much more complex now, and you get to design your own game in some parts of the world anyway, where it's not always about survival. And as soon as it's not just about survival, you get to choose, you get to design things, you get to make choices. But most people don't make those choices. They never start designing the game they want to be in. So how do I know what game I want to be in? Well, you pursue whatever it is that you want for yourself. That's how it starts. And then you get wiser and wiser as to what you really want as you achieve more things and how you want to achieve them. Just think about, final point here, just think about a football player who doesn't like the game. What's the chances that he's going to play a really good game? What's the chances that he's going to win the match along with his team? It's close to zero, right? He has to love the game. Imagine a whole group of people who doesn't like to play football. What's their chances of winning? And if you like the game, if you're passionate about it, you got the 99% down, right? If you love playing football, and then the winning and the losing is secondary. It's great to win, don't get me wrong. It's awesome, but it doesn't last for long. The game lasts for long. The enthusiasm, the passion, that's where we want to go. That's the secret.